everyone, a very good evening everyone. I hope you all are fine and doing well. And also I am audible, my screen is visible, everything is okay from my side. So in today's class, as we continued some numerical series, sorry for the background noise as there is covered on the road. So they are going, that's why noise is there, some background noise is there due to cover situation. So let's start with the class, and here we will do some questions related to our BFM. And if you feel any problem, just do the comment. I will check the comment and then give you the answer. So first question is in front of you. Question is saying that if a yield on bond with a basis point value of 2000 per crore, face value increases by 10 basis points. So what should be the approximate loss per crore face value? We have to calculate the loss per crore face value. See, when we are determining the maximum amount that bank jet can invest, or basically here we have to ask the basis point value. The main thing is about the basis point value, right? Now 1 basis point is equals to 0.01%, and if I say in the terms of decimal, that is equals to 0.0001, right? 1 basis point is equals to 0.01% or 0.0001 in decimal. Basis point value means the monetary change in the bond price for a 1 basis point change in yield. There is a monetary change in the bond price. So here in this case, basis point value is equals to rupees 2000 crore. This is the face value, that is rupees 2000 crore. Means if yield increases by 1 basis point, if yield is increases by 1 basis point, bond price falls by rupees 2000, and yield that moves in the opposite direction. So here problem statement is yield increases by 10 basis point. Yield is increases by 10 basis point, and basis point value is rupees 2000 per crore face value. So if here the calculations will be the loss value we have to calculate, that is basis point value multiplied by change in yield. This is the formula. So what is the basis point value here? 2000, and then this 2000 is multiplied by 10, which is equals to 20,000, right? So this 20,000 loss per crore is the face value here. So the answer is 20,000 loss per crore value, or here we can do that. We can now calculate the loss. 20,000 is there, just divide it by 100. So you will get the loss, that is rupees 200. Because in this at the end we have to divide it by 100 also. So this 20,000 is divided by 100, which is equals to 200. So this 200 is the answer here. Got it? how to calculate this basis point value with the help of a formula. Got it? Okay. I know there is more noise, but 23 is the last day for the cover. So they will go 20, they have to travel alone with their cover and in group. So their rituals, they are celebrating this thing. So that's why lots of noises is there. Okay. So the next question is asking about what is the market yield of a 5-year 6% semi-annual bond where the bond price is rupees 92 at a yield of 8% and then it is rises to 92.10 at a yield of 7.95%. Means they are asking about the market yield of a 5-year 6% semi-annual bond where the bond price is rupees 92 at a yield of 8% and it is rises to 92.10 at yield of 7.95%. How to calculate this? Very simple. What we have to do in this? First, here we have to see what is the question asking, right? So to find the market yield here, we have to see coupon rate is given, that is 6% annually. So semi-annually means 3%. Time to maturity is 5 years, means 10 periods are there. Bond price is rupees 92. Price at 8% yield is rupees 92. But price at 7.95% is rupees 92.10. So here, how can we calculate this 7.95% plus 92.10 minus 92 divided by 92.10 minus this 92 and this will multiplied by 8% and we have to subtract this 7.9%. So it is 7.95% plus 0.10 divided by 0.10 multiply by 0.05%. That is equals to approx 7.9%, which is basically we can say 8%. So the answer is here 7%. 7.9%. Got it? Next question. There is a bank treasury department which purchases government bonds with rupees 10 lakh at a price of 95.50. The coupon rate on the bond is 6%. So we have to calculate the annual interest income from these bonds. How can we calculate this? See here, very simple is this. Simply we have to do here to calculate the annual interest from the bonds. We have given the face value of 10 lakh, purchase price is given, coupon rate is given, that is 6% annually. So simple calculations are there. Simply we have to do what? Perform the step-by-step calculation. First calculate the annual interest income. That is equals to face value multiply by coupon rate, which is 10 lakh. 6% of this 10 lakh, 60,000 annual interest income. So this is the answer here. 60,000 is the income, interest income earned from the bonds. Clear? Next question. Just a second. Okay. Now this question, total deposits are given, cash reserves are given, investment in government securities given, SLR requirement is given, CRR requirement is given, bank return is given, bank rate, sorry. We have to calculate here the SLR amount. So how to calculate this SLR amount? Very simple. SLR is always calculated as a percentage of NDTL, net demand and time liabilities. Correct? So simple. What we have to do, SLR is equals to here, just a second, SLR multiply by this NDTL. Right? So SLR requirement is given. We have to first find out this NDTL. And how we can calculate this NDTL? There is a formula of the NDTL, and the formula of NDTL is total deposits minus cash reserves. Total deposits minus cash reserves. Total deposits are of 1 crore minus cash reserves are of 2 crore 20 lakh. So it is equals to here how much? 80 lakh, right? So 80 lakh is the NDTL here. Now we have to calculate this SLR requirement. How can we calculate this SLR requirement? Just do the 25% of this. So when we do the 25% of this, we got SLR is equals to 20 lakh. So this is the answer here. Simple. For SLR, we first have to calculate this NDTL and then the answer is here. Now calculate the CLR amount. Same as SLR, CLR is calculated. CRR requirement is given here. CLR requirement is given here. So for this, simple, do the 4% of NDTL. And NDTL amount 4%, which is equals to 3,20,000. This is the 4% amount of here. This and like CRR requirement is calculated like this. Got it? Sometimes these types of questions are there in the examination. So we should know that how to calculate these things. Next question. Excess SLR amount. How can we calculate the excess SLR amount? Whatever excess SLR account is the amount by which bank exceeds the required SLR. So what are the investment in the government securities? Near about 30 lakh, and cash reserves are 20 lakh. So just deduct them. Excess SLR is about 10 lakh. Got it? So some simple parts of questions are there. Excess CRR amount. Excess CRR amount is the amount when the bank exceeds the required CRR. And in this, we have to deduct the required CRR amount from the cash reserves. So cash reserves are given 20 lakh and required CRR amount is 3,20,000. So it is equals to 16,80,000. This is the answer. Now how to calculate the LAF eligibility for the bank? LAF eligibility. LAF eligibility is calculated as a percentage of NDTL, where NDTL minus required CRR, CLR, and then multiplied it by the bank amount or bank rate. So NDTL we calculated as 80 lakh and required CRR is there 3,20,000. And what is the bank rate? 6%. So after calculation, this is about 4,60,800. Clear? How to calculate different things? one data, 5 questions are there. These types of questions will be there in the examinations also. So make sure you know that how to calculate the excess thing or any excess amount, CLR amount, SLR amount, CRR amount. Now, ABC Bank received a surplus of funds amounting of 10 lakh. The bank intends to invest these funds in the treasury bills. Banks has two options for investing. Option A, just invest in treasury bills with face value of 1 lakh each, having a maturity period of 90 days and an annualized yield of 6%. Then invest in treasury bills with a face value of 10,000 each, having a maturity period of 180 days and an annualized yield of 5.5%. So tell about which option is there perfect and how to calculate this. Simple. Here for option A, they are asking about the what shall be the amount maturity received. They received on option A. See, face value of each treasury bill is rupees 1 lakh, right? Annualized yield is 6%. Maturity period is 90 days, which is given in the question. Now we have to calculate the interest here, and interest is equals to face value, annualized yield, multiply by maturity period, and then divided by 365 days, which is approximate equal to rupees 1479.45 approx. Now we have to calculate the total amount. Total amount can be calculated as just add the face value and this interest amount, which is equals to 101,479.45 approx. That means the correct option is option B. Simple. Face value given, analyzed yield given, maturity period given. We have to take the interest in this. 1 lakh is the face value, multiply it by yield, then maturity days, and this is divided by 365, and then this interest is there. We have to add in the total amount. So the answer is there, what bank would receive on maturity. Now find the amount of option B. For option B, same thing we have to follow. Face value for each treasury bill is given about 10,000. So this 10,000 is multiplied by, how can we calculate the interest? This 10,000 we have to multiply it by annualized yield, then maturity period divided by 365 days, which is equals to, when we solve it, you got around 271.23 approx. Now add this amount in the face value. So you will get 10271.23. This is the answer here. So one important thing is there, we have to multiply face value by the annualized rate, yield, and the number of days, and divide it by 365. The interest you receive, then add that interest to the total amount. So you will get the answer. Got it? Okay. So 5 questions are ahead. Let's see these 5 questions for today. Balance sheet is given. Now we have to find the gross NPA. And the gross NPA, I told you how to calculate the gross NPA. Simple, percentage of gross NPA divided by 100, 14%, and then multiply it by total advances. So gross NPA is calculated as this gross NPA percent multiply it by total advances. So it is equals to 75,000 crore. 14% of this 75,000 crore. How much is it equal to? 10500 crore. 10,500 crore. So which option is correct? Option C is correct. So that is the formula of gross NPA. Now calculate the provision for standard loans. Considering that standard loans represent the general balance. See, standard loans formula. Total advances 7,500 crore. Gross NPA we calculated 10,500 crore, which is equals to 64,500 crore. So now we have to apply the provision here. According to the RBI, there is a 0.25 to 0.40% depends on the type of the loan. So for this we take 0.40% general rate in 64,500 crore, that is equals to rupees 258 crore. So this is the answer here. The answer is rupees 258 crore. Now we have to calculate the provision for the NPA account for which advance was provided. Provision for NPA, just deduct the net NPA from gross NPA. So gross NPA minus net NPA is equals to provision. So what is gross NPA? Gross NPA we calculated 10,500 crore, right? Net NPA, for the net NPA there is a 5%. 5% of what? Of 75,000 crore, which is equals to 3750 crore. So it is equals to 6750 crore. This is the provision, right? How much amount of the provision has to be maintained by XYZ Bank to meet the PCR of 70%? So there is a formula for the PCR basically. How can we calculate this PCR? PCR is equals to total provisions for NPA account divided by gross NPA multiply by 100. So we have to find the required provision, which is equals to PCR target multiply by gross NPA. So target PCR is 70% of gross NPA, that is equals to rupees 7350 crore. So 7350 crore, 7,350 crore needs to be maintained this 70% PCR. So existing provisions are already we calculated 6,750 crore. So we have to meet the shortfall of 600 crore. We have to deduct this amount from this 7350 crore. So we got here 600 crore is the shortfall in maintaining the provision. Got it? I think. Calculate the amount of provision of standard loan advances against the agricultural loan. See, in the case of agriculture, we know that first we have to calculate the standard loan advances. Standard loan advances is calculated as total loan, then we have to, sorry, total advances, then we have to deduct gross NPA from this. So how much total advances are there? 75,000, and we already calculated the gross NPA, which is about 10,500. So it is equals to here 64,500. Now, according to the RBI guidelines, there is a provision available of 0.25% for agriculture sector. So just do multiplication, find that 0.25% of 64500, which is equals to 161.25 crore. These are the questions from the module C, treasury management. And module C numericals are easy in comparison to module B numericals. I think numericals are easy. Still we have to prepare for CAIIB, Altman Z ratio. We will go through with these things also. So I think that is enough for today. I hope that it understandable and beneficial for you. So if you like this session, kindly give the thumbs up, and if you have any issue you can do comment. So that is it from my side for today. I hope that everything is okay. So let's meet in our next class. Till then, take care and have a good day all. Thank you.